Buenas. So today we are doing a day 2 of auditing a business owner. Well, not auditing, but we're helping them with their offer, seeing where they're missing money, how they can get more money. So let's just debrief you so you understand what's happening. My name is Drew Coss for those who are watching this video and are new to the channel. And what I am doing is 100 days of 100 videos, and these videos are going to help people who are solopreneurs like I am, small business owners who want to make their business better. And I'm gonna just share you the raw side of it through these videos. So for this particular video, I'll just recap you. Yesterday we had a chance to start working with a business owner that we know. The business is named Dog Pound Fitness. They do in-person and they do online training. They're aiming to work on their online training portion because they're a solopreneur and it's only so much hours they have in the day. So with that, we're finding out where's the bottleneck. The bottleneck is simply what's holding up what's stopping the train from running smooth, like what's causing the engine not to work very well. And yesterday we started to see some of the reasons. So today I'm going to show you what we saw, what we think that the bottleneck is. It could be something else, and we're just being completely honest. We're not trying to say we are perfect. We're trying to find out what we think it is exactly. We have a lot of good ideas, and we see 3 bottlenecks just by how we try to go through the system. So on this video, this is where I wish I had some like Alex Hormozy cameras or something, just to show you me when I start writing. We're gonna go through it together. You're gonna see me thinking in real time. So what is really happening? Why are we really doing this? I always had this pain of being an entrepreneur where I didn't feel the attention was put on small business owners, solopreneurs, to actually grow. I always felt that if we knew things differently, if we knew some different routes to take, and if we knew some just different ways to build the business from the foundation, it could be better. And I also believe strongly that small business owners can help the world become a better place. One of the reasons why is most small business owners are people of integrity. Not all, but most. I'm gonna move to a different spot. But most are people of integrity. Most are people who have this deep passion and deep burning not to do wrong by people. They have this deep passion and this deep hunger to help people actually succeed in the area that they're a solopreneur in. So we're gonna do Jen's today. So first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you her Instagram. And we talked to Jen. We got Jen working on some stuff now. Her Instagram, she has a great Instagram. She has a good not just a good following and a number of people, but she has a lot of people who are watching her stuff. So with that in itself, you're automatically going to think that all those people are converting, but they are not. First, I want to show you something real cool that we're going to do it today. We're going to do it on the old-fashioned. I still like writing stuff out. Watch this. Ta-da. You're going to see paper and pen. Let's actually write some of the stuff down now that we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about bottleneck 1. Bottleneck number 2. I'm just going to put BN. Number 3. And then this part's going to be for separation. What's going to separate her from the market? All right, and then we're going to put easy to do. Sorry for the handwriting, guys. Easy to do. Focus. Or that's going to be a little more harder. So In this, we're going to show you the bottlenecks and all that stuff. But first, we're going to pull up Jen's Instagram page. Let me find it. Pull up Jen's Instagram page so I can show you guys what I mean, especially for those who are completely new to me and didn't see the last video. I put the last video in the show notes too for you guys. So we're going to pull up Jen. So Jen has two pages. One is the business page, and that business page doesn't really have any traction at all. I think the last time they posted on that page was last year. And then she has a personal page. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I, for one, believe if you can have one page and just go in on that, cool. Big names like Gary Vaynerchuk, Alex Hormozi, they have a business page, but you see quickly that they just put it all on the personal page. So let's look. Sorry, the water just turned on. Let's look at her page. So right here we have the bio: fitness coach, build strength, build confidence, breaking limited beliefs and fear of failure, strong for life, inside and out, all ages, all levels. So automatically when we see this bio, it doesn't separate her. It doesn't make people say she's the one. It kind of makes her blend in. Why? Because build strength, build confidence. Anyone can do that. Breaking limited beliefs and fear of failure. Those are good, but it's not measurable. Then strong for life, inside and out. Same thing. It's good, but it's not measurable. All ages, all levels. So this is where it gets blurry. Why wouldn't we want her to stay the route of all ages and all levels? Because if you're serving all ages and all levels, that probably would say you're not great at one of those. Here's the flip side. You could have a gym where you have kids and older people inside of it. She does. But you're probably not a master at one of those yet. Or if you are, you're just, all the energy's not going there. So even if she's gonna keep serving kids and older people, I'm cool with that. But on the bio, I would change that. So I would put something like, and you'll see why. For her, I would put something like strength coach for moms who hate starting over every Monday. Guilt and stress-free fitness training for life. Something that starts to just say, hey, this is for me. And then I would always try to say, put a measurable, maybe lose 5 pounds in such time, however you want to do that. But I would put something that's measurable. But let's look back. So here, she has, if you look in the amount of people who are showing up, she has a lot. She's not doing bad in this area. This is a video that we had her make a while ago. Let's look at this one.
That makes me a badass. Yes, I'm challenging myself in a fearful situation where I'm really scared. As much as I try to use my humor to cover it up, I am freaking scared, but I'm doing it anyways. Yes, I'm gonna suck at this, and I'm gonna suck so bad for quite some time, because this is a really difficult thing to learn, and it's not just one skill, it's multiple skills.
Okay, so you don't hear business owners do that. So let me catch you guys up a little bit. Jen is an athlete, amazing person. She has 3 kids, 2 C-sections. She's married. Why do we say all that? Because these are starting to become things that can separate her in the market. And with all of that, she has women who root for her. Like, they love when she puts stuff out, and we want her to play to that. We want her to go get them. Like, they are the people who are going to view the online part. So let's go over the bottlenecks. I got some of it in my notes. I didn't do a lot. So the audit, yesterday I said I'm going to go through the system, go through the website and go through the Instagram as if I'm a new client that wants to sign up. So we found some things. Number one, we didn't find out that she does online training on any of her posts really. That's a no-no. So we didn't find out that we can sign up for online training on any of her posts, Facebook or Instagram. That's a problem, because if people don't know you exist, they can't come do business with you. So we're gonna be rectifying that. Number two, when we got to the links, let's go back, because I want to give you guys a live. So when we go back to the links, we see YouTube channel, website, and we see this link tree. So this link tree leads to youth and teens, dog pound hoodies, interested in joining. Alright, so it shows you that, but nothing says like it's okay, but it's too much. So we're gonna put easy to do right here. We're gonna say fix the link tree. Simplify. Make online fitness for moms visible. I read like a third grader, but I got it right in my head. We want to do that. Why do we need to do that? Because if people have to do a lot of digging and searching, they're not going to do it. They're not. There's too much competition for them to be digging and trying to figure out if they should do business with you. So the first thing that we see is, after the audit, we couldn't get to her online training easy. We searched and we went through a lot of weaves and we couldn't get to it. So that's something that we're fixing. So one of the things that we asked Jen to do yesterday was create 4 videos. We gave her the prompt, we gave her the hooks, the CTA, that is very, very clear on what she does, who she does it for, why she does it, and what she believes. And this is gonna help her start to, carve a lane through the muddy waters of the forest. I like to say, if she's saying that she's gonna serve moms and stuff like that, it doesn't mean she can't serve men, and it doesn't mean she can't serve women who are not moms. They will still come. But I wanna make sure that I call out the right people immediately and all the time. So on the audit, we found out we couldn't get to her easily. There's nothing on the page that shows that she does other stuff or anything that would show that they could do business with her. So the first bottleneck, let's write it down together. The first bottleneck is visibility. Dot my I's. Hopefully that's spelled right. The offer isn't seen. This visibility part is important, because if no one knows that the offer is able to be seen, they can't get it. Now, here are some ways that we believe visibility can work in your favor if you're a small business owner. Number one, you probably have the time to either create content or collaborate with other people. You kind of have that dog in you, that fight in you that says, hey, I can get this done. I can make sure that I stay on top of things. But you also have something that Alex Hermosi said this, and he's a bigger business owner. He said, with visibility for a small business owner, one of your main things could be, I know we're not the big companies, but you still get to work with us, not robots or a lot of other people who may not care about you. It's a cool way to just say, I know we're not the biggest, but you would do better working with us, because we actually have the skill, we care, and you can still talk to me. Exactly. So visibility, we're gonna have her. We had her make 4 videos already, talking about what she does, why she does it, who she does it for, what she believes. So now we're gonna have her do 4 more videos, and we're gonna have her actually talk about some of the things that she has overcome and why she coaches the way she coaches. So Jen has overcome an eating disorder and lots of criticism as a young girl. This plays in her favor now, because she coaches with like with care, with gentleness, but still toughness. So she's still going to help them get the goal, but it's usually led by gentleness, care, and being. She's not trying to be a drill sergeant. She really cares about these people. So we're going to say in the visibility department, we're going to say clear videos. These are what I mean by clear videos is you gotta be making these really specific. I'm not saying high production, I'm saying specific. So clear videos is one. She's done 4. We're gonna have her do 4 more. Shout outs to Jen. Also, Jen, I asked Jen to do the 4 videos, and I thought it was gonna take about 4 or 5 days. Jen did them all in the same day. Rockstar. So the second bottleneck that we saw is it's her messaging. People need to be able to know you are talking to them and you're not blending, you're not just talking to everybody. So let's say, for example, if you were in a crowd and someone yelled, "Hey," crowd's big, you might turn around. But if someone yelled, "Oh, men," you might turn around if you're a man. But if someone yelled your name, then you're going to turn around. So her messaging is kind of blending in with everybody else. Messaging is different from just visibility. Messaging is are people hearing that you're talking about their pain, their problem, and that you have a solution. If you're not talking about people's pain, they're probably going to just leave. Entertainment is cool, it's great, but if you really want to start getting customers and getting people to come into what you do, you got to talk about their pain. So with that, the messaging, something that I wrote down yesterday after reviewing her stuff, is she's an expert, but she comes off as if she's a commodity. So for messaging, I'm gonna put here, show them your story. What do I mean by that? I don't want her to just tell her story that she's suffering with eating disorder and things like that. I want her to show them. So example of showing them is she can do some videos or some before and after. A video that would be great is, do you ever find yourself being, have you ever found yourself being in a place where you were always criticized? Every mistake you made was magnified. Every time you messed up, it was as if you were cast away. That's the pain. Right? And here's the empathy part. I've been there before. I've suffered with an eating disorder, and I actually hated my body for a lot of years. I know how that feels. It's the empathy part. And this is what forced me to make, I think she calls it dog pound fit. This is what forced me to make Dog Pound Fit, because I knew there were moms out there who were dealing with the same thing, but on the other side, they wanted to feel good in their body. They wanted to feel free. They wanted to lose weight without the guilt, without the stress, without the finger pointing. We designed that just for you. If you feel that I'm talking to you, if you know this can help you, let's click the link below. Now, it doesn't have to be those words, but it's letting someone see, oh wow, she sees the pain that I'm in. She sees the problem I'm having. She's actually dealt with this thing too. She might be a go-to in this area. So she's sharing a little part of her story in this one, and then she's actually just inviting them into a new story. She sees the story that they're in, she's inviting them into a new story. Now, when they get into the program, I would honestly say share some of her story with those people. Like, let them know that this is what happened when I suffered with an eating disorder, because they're going to be probably having some of the same stories or similar stories. And it's powerful once a person knows, my coach actually knows what I'm going through, and they can actually feel that. So for messaging, I would say show them your story. And for messaging, I would say maybe 3 to 4 pillars. Now, what do I mean by pillars? I know in the content world, we usually hear like, gotta have all these pillars. What I mean by pillars is just 3 things you keep talking about. I believe repetition is the thing. So if I'm talking about guilt and stress free training, moms, you don't have to have hours to work out. What would it feel like if you stopped judging yourself so harshly and start loving yourself through your body? Those can be 3 pillars that she keeps talking about over and over again. Good way to do that is through her videos. She could do some, I like to say through her videos, she can do some walking talks, what I'm doing right now. When she's walking with the camera, she's telling about her day. She can do some ones where she's sitting down in one place. That's what we were doing just a while ago. We were doing that. She can do some whiteboard stuff. We were doing that also. The creativity can be tons of things. She can do it through testimonials. So her messaging, let's go back to the whiteboard because I need that. Her messaging also I put down is get other people involved. So I would say this one, I would say messaging 5 testimonials. Let's highlight that one. When she sees it, it's going to be cleaner, so don't worry. So live testimonials. This is her getting, hey, this is what Susan was struggling with. Here's what she wanted. Here's what we helped her get. And now this is what it looks like on the other side. So she was struggling with something. Here's what she wanted. Here's the plan that we gave her. And now she's on the other side of that. Live testimonials. Really, really good. Something that I did when I was deep into fitness training was my whole Instagram page before was literally just me praising clients. The whole page I was like, Marge hit a 200-pound deadlift today. Jackie did this today. It was literally all that, and that actually got me a lot of clients. So the bottleneck number 3, we got visibility. Actually, I want to put this down for visibility too that I have in my other notebook. Visibility is local hero. Right. You should want to be known in your town too, even if it's online fitness, because some people may say, hey, I can't get to your gym, but I can probably do some online stuff, especially if it's 20 minutes. Or if they say, I want to just come into the gym, she wins either way because she has a physical gym. Local hero also too, I would always say, wear your brand. Wear your brand if you can. Right? Your logo, your QR code, your website, whatever. Wear your brand all the time. We see this a lot through. We saw Alex Hormozi, somebody who I study a lot, and you almost would never catch Alex Hormozi without acquisition.com shirt or hat. Almost never. It's pretty much his uniform. I want to get like that. I want to do that. So if you're a person that you print stuff and you do that and you can get it to Latin America, that's where I'm at now. Let me know. But wear the stuff that you have. I would say, I would even put here laptop stickers. She is an amazing kids and teen coach, and they're always on laptops. So I would put those out there as well. The last visibility one, and then we're going to go to the next bottleneck. I would be collaboration. Who can I collaborate with? This is something that you can do today. So she collaborates with other businesses that will refer her. I would do this. I've seen a lot of platforms do this that actually have a higher retention rate. Go High Level is one, School is one. If you refer me someone, as long as they keep paying me, you're gonna get a percentage of that. Or I like that one. You can get a percentage of that a month. But 10%, 15%, you'd be amazed how many people will just know people who they want to refer. Now, the last bottleneck would be, I wrote it down, a commodity. Commodity. We want to not be commodity. A commodity is where you sound like everybody else. Online fitness training, you have a plan, never have to think what you do for workouts. That is true what happens. A way I would say that she can start, put it down right here somewhere. The other part of a commodity a part that she could actually do to not be a commodity is talk more about the guilt and stress-free training, being able to still eat the foods that you love. That's one that starts to get a little muddy, but you can do that. I would also say for busy moms, 20 minutes or less workouts. And for, I would say, a private community that I actually run, not a robot, not AI, not my assistant. But I would frame the community as a sisterhood of support, love, encouragement, and accountability. Her biggest part that would help her not be a commodity, which we're going to get into when we go to separation, is her story. So commodity is really just, if you're doing the same exact thing that somebody else is doing, people are usually going to just pick the cheapest person. There's no real, like Dan Kennedy said, there's no prize for being the second cheapest. So it's just price high. I would say I would change her pricing on it. Pricing right now is $90, even if she brought it to $100. But I would offer, which is called net perceived value. I would offer something to them when they sign up. So getting them to sign up by letting them see how you're different. Guilt and stress-free training. A trainer who has had an eating disorder and overcome it. A trainer who's not beating you up for missing a workout. They're encouraging you to give back to yourself. Those things will go deeper with her. But I will also say, do this. Five Guys does this. When they give you a cup of fries, and even though their fries suck, but they give you a cup of fries, they usually put more after the cup is filled. And this gives you the perceived value that I'm getting more than what I paid for. So I'm happy, I feel good, I go back. The fries are expensive. They're not trying to like skimp on it. They're giving you the cup and they're putting more in the bag so that you're still eating fries out of that brown greasy bag, but you feel good when you do that. That would be something that I would do. So I would put unspoken bonus on top. That could be a 30-day meal plan that you can eat out anywhere you go. That can be a vacation workout plan. You get creative with that, however you want to do that. Now, the part that separates her separation is her story, how she coaches. Again, I apologize for the handwriting, guys. That's why I use computers, but I wanted to show you in real time. Her story is she's someone who's overcome eating disorder. She's a mom with 3 kids. They're all under the age of 11 because she's a wife. She's a former PE teacher. She left the school system to just really launch her business. And another part that's a separator is how she coaches. If you ever hear her on her Instagram, let me see if I can get it. You can hear her like yelling for those people, shouting for those people. Another separator is she says this in a lot of ways: strength without shame, which her tagline could probably be guilt and stress-free training. Strength without shame. We'll work on that, but how she coaches is why people love her, because she's rooting for people. Now, the easy things to fix, right? The easy things to do. She's gonna fix the link tree. She's gonna make an online fitness form, online fitness for mom, but she's gonna make a form. Make it really clear. Let's hit the bio, and then one testimonial. Get one testimonial. The focus work we're gonna do in the upcoming episodes, so you have to come back for that. That's what we're doing, guys. This is day, I don't know what day this is. I think this is day 5. Day 5. But come back for more. You're gonna see us helping Jen do this in real time. Be good. Be great.